of executive session and into the regular meeting, public hearing on Senate Joint Memorial 8016.
Thank you. For the record, I'm Senator Eric Oemig. I represent the people of the 45th District. Madam Chair Fairley and fellow members of the committee. In the course of democracy, there may come a time when elected representatives so completely betray and abuse their office that the people must remove him. Unfortunately for America, that time is now. All of us took an oath to protect the Constitution of the United States, and our oath obligates us. In this time when the President and Vice President routinely arrogate the powers of Congress, the courts, and even of the states. In just 10 months since we first heard this bill, alarming new revelations have surfaced about this administration's abuse of the Constitution, including even today, learning of destruction of White House email. We are at a crossroad. We can act, or we can rely on hopes and prayers. We can hope that no future president will so disdain the Congress and the judiciary. We can pray that a future Congress would work harder to stop misconduct and to rein in an aggressive power grab. We can hope and pray that we, unlike the Romans, have not forgotten the tyranny of kings. We can hope and pray that this administration is an aberration and not a portent of things to come. Recall that it was not Pompey who ended the Republic, but his rival and successor, Caesar. Do we wish to risk any president from any party to assume this lawlessness as their starting point and then reach further?
Yes.
My constituents have spoken. At this crossroad, they want action. They want us to exercise all means to honor our oaths and to protect the Constitution. The means provided to a state legislature is a joint memorial, and this joint memorial exhorts Congress to invoke the means that the Constitution has provided to them to preserve the Republic. My great fear is that if we fail to pass this memorial, we will tell the citizens of Washington State that we are as unwilling as Congress to draw a line and to take a stand. It is never too late to do right, but some opportunities can be lost. When this president leaves office, a window closes, and his stain will bleed deeper into the pages of our history. Remember that we are not trying to get rid of a president. That will happen naturally. We are defending the Constitution, and defending the Constitution will become monumentally harder if we do not impeach.
Hear, hear.
Yes. Right. Yes.
Arresting global warming is hard, Senator Pridemore. Impeaching a corrupt and overreaching president should not be. This memorial is how we tell history in the rest of the world that we do not sanction illegal war, that we do not sanction unlawful spying, and that we do not sanction torture.
Yes, that's right.
This memorial is how we honor our oath and protect our great country.
Thank you. Hang on. Any questions for the senator? Okay, thanks so much. If there's somebody who wishes to speak against this bill, I'm giving you this time period. And if you would come forward, please. Senator Roach would like to make a statement.
Yeah, just a short one. I'll probably make some other ones. I'm going to be filing an ethics complaint because I believe that the topic of this hearing in election year with this content, especially because this issue has been aired in the year 2007, is specifically using state property, state facilities for campaign purposes.
Okay, keep Good for you. No comments. We have time for one, two more maybe, and then I'm going to have to draw it to a close. We have another very controversial bill. I have James Hauser and Ernest Jenner. I try to pick people who are from far away. You will have 3 minutes each by the lights. Senator Roach.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I wanted to, while you're coming up, show a picture of my son, John Adams Roach. And John is a captain in the United States Air Force. I'm obviously very proud of him. He is a volunteer, as are our military personnel at this time in our country's history. And I wanted to let you know, and the citizens of the state of Washington, that there are legislators, I'm one of them, and many others, who believe, in fact, that we are doing some very good things in freeing people who otherwise would be in bondage. It's costing a great deal of American lives. The sacrifice has been humongous. And when my son is deployed in next September, I will be on my knees, like the parents of many young people that are in Iraq and Afghanistan and other places around the world right now, praying for his safety as he puts his life on the line to save and help the others in the interest of our country. Just wanted you to know that, because these are real people. And what you're doing is a disgrace.
What does that have to do with Vietnam! 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 There you go.
Doing this for TV.
That's great. Yeah,
My
that's wonderful.
son, this is John Adams Roach, Captain of the United
May he
States Air
live
Force,
for a long
and I'm proud of it.
You have no We are a disgrace for exercising our constitutional rights.
Okay.
You need to- You'll see the ethics complaint, because we have talked in this Senate many, many times about the use of this facility.
That's enough.
You're not the only one that has family.
All right, now,
And totally just hang on.
come home safe. Listen, everybody, calm down. We're going to hear from two citizens who have something to say. I will then give a closing statement of very short duration to the prime sponsor. Please, sir. Start. Tell us who you are.
My name is James Hauser. I'm from Vashon Island with Vashon Islanders for Peace. I'm a retired public school teacher and a former U.S. Army officer. I'll be on my knees with you praying for your son, and I also am glad to say that he'll be much safer when we have a different president. I'm just here to say, please help us. Many of us have known since 2001 that the president was going to send our military overseas on adventures and that he would undermine the Constitution. And we have been working on the internet and in the streets and through letters to convince the American people of that. I want you to know we've done our work. We've succeeded. 70% of the citizens of the United States disapprove of Iraq and disapprove of the way the president is handling the country. We've done it. For some reason, our leadership in Washington, D.C. will not respond to that. I was born in Washington State. I would be very, very proud if my legislature was the one that stood up and said, the president must be held accountable. Thanks.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
It's a free society.
I first would like to respond to the senator's remarks. I think the senator comes from a different philosophy. She's apparently used state resources for campaigning on requesting protection from terrorists, asking Congress to give first priority to supporting and passing defense appropriations, petitioning Congress to pass the defense appropriations bill, asking that another country's flag not be flown in this state. People have spoken. This isn't about campaigning. This isn't about politics. This is about patriotism, love of country. It's about participation, about proud and strong people who are going to defend against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That's right.
The people have spoken, and I am eternally grateful to you, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much. We're going to go on to the next bill now. The hearing on 8016 is closed. Thank you all for coming.